After exploring Barcelona, it's now time to dive into Seville, truly the heart of Andalusian culture. Seville, or Sevilla as it's known in Spanish, sits in the south of Spain where history, art, and passion come to life. From the rhythm of flamenco echoing through its narrow street to the scent of orange blossoms drifting in the air and that golden evening light painting its historic buildings, this is exactly what I came here for. In this video, I will share how I explored Seville, what you can expect, and how this guide can help you plan your own unforgettable trip to this beautiful city. I arrived at Seville Airport on a Ryanair flight at 9 am. Nothing too special about the flight itself, but overall it was pretty smooth. So let's grab the bags and head out. At the airport exit, head towards the right, and that's where you will find plenty of taxis lined up. Just hop in, mention your destination, and you're good to go. It's quick and straightforward. The fare is displayed clearly on the meters, and you will also see all the necessary information like tariff details, credit card options, and even a complaint form inside the cab. Looking out of the window during the ride, I was instantly struck by the warm, vibrant colors of Seville. My hotel was just 7.5 kilometers away, and the ride cost around 30 euros. Once I reached the hotel, my first impression was that it felt very cute and welcoming from the reception itself. But since I arrived quite early, way before check-in time, I decided to drop off my bags and head out for breakfast while waiting for my rooms to be ready. The hotel is located inside a residential colony just a short walk away from the main road. The area felt lively and colorful. Around the corner on the main road, I found a local Spanish cafe. Sunlight pouring in, tables and chairs laid out on the sidewalk. I decided to soak up some vitamin D while enjoying my break. Here's the thing, almost no one spoke English. I don't blame them. But with the help of some friendly strangers who knew a little, I managed to order what I thought was a simple sandwich. What came out? Thin slices of ham on crusty bread with a drizzle of olive oil and nothing else. This was nothing like any sandwich I had ever eaten before. But you know what? This wasn't bad at all. I learned that this is one of the most common breakfast items here, and along with churros, kind of like tea and milk in India. It cost around 15 euros for 2 people, and I washed it down with a nice cup of coffee, though some ham managed to stick between my teeth. The staff was polite and friendly. And oh, if you ever visit this cafe, don't miss the chocolate brownie. It was absolutely delicious. One serving could easily satisfy 4 people. After breakfast, we took a stroll around the neighborhood and wandering through the nearby streets. The area felt warm and welcoming, with tourists and locals alike walking around. Along the way, we came across Basilica de Santa Maria de la Esperanza Macarena, a Catholic church with a stunning, vibrant yellow facade. Such an eye-catching structure. We also passed by a tower, which seemed to be closed and perhaps no longer in use for tourism, and strolled through the park of Verticons, featuring a massive central fountain. By noon, we returned to check-in. I stayed at Hotel Andalucía, which cost 190 euros for 2 nights, including the breakfast. The room wasn't very big, but had a warm, cozy vibe, perfect for 2 people. There were plug points on both sides of the bed, a small table and a chair, a refrigerator, a kettle with coffee, a tea sachet, and a small TV, which I never bothered turning on. The bed was surprisingly comfy, and the room had thoughtful little touches like overhead shelves to keep essentials within easy reach. The washrooms was definitely one of my favorite parts. Spacious, elegant, and with an excellent shower setup. Honestly, even though the hotel itself is small, the amenities felt almost like a 5-star experience. We even joked about cancelling the rest of our trip and just spending a couple of days relaxing here. But of course, that wasn't happening. Seville was waiting to be explored, so we decided to head to Plaza de España. After a few hours, I booked a boat taxi for around 6 euros and headed to one of the Seville's most iconic landmarks, Plaza de España, just 4 kilometers from the hotel. The walk towards Plaza was inspiring. Rows of street artists painting watercolors, selling portraits, showcasing abstract art. Each piece captured a little piece of Seville's soul. And then there it was, Plaza de España, massive, majestic, like a grand open-air theatre. This breathtaking site was built for 1929 Ibero-American Exposition designed to showcase Spain's architecture and strengthen ties with Latin America. Its semicircular building, moat-like canal, ornate bridges are straight out of a romantic painting. You can even rent a rowboat and enjoy the view from the water. And a fun fact, Plaza de España has been featured in movies like Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of Clones, and Lawrence of Arabia. And those colorful benches, each one representing a province of Spain, hand painted in intricate ceramic tiles, they are more than just those photo spots. They tell the story of Spain's rich heritage. And if you want a nostalgic touch, hop into one of the horse-drawn carriages circling the plaza. After soaking in the beauty of the plaza, I decided to walk towards the Royal Alcázar, but first a quick roadside meal. I ordered ravioli, fried roll, juice and a glass of wine, all for 19 euros. After finishing our roadside lunch, we walked towards the Royal Alcázar. Honestly, if you haven't seen this, your visit to Seville feels incomplete. But then came a reality check. When we reached the entrance, tickets were completely sold out. If you are visiting Seville, here's my advice. Book your tickets online at least a month in advance. Crowds here are huge and tickets sell out, you click. It was definitely disappointing to miss such an iconic spot. But that's the thing about travel, you take the good with the bad. Still, wandering the streets of Seville made up for it in some way. Every corner has its own charm, and just walking through the city feels like an experience in itself. Next morning started with a hearty breakfast at the hotel. Tea, coffee, bread, eggs, fruits, and a nice bread to fuel up for the day. First stop, Palacio de las Dueñas. The tickets are easy to get on site, but it's best to visit early before it gets crowded. Built between 15th and 16th century, this palace combines Gothic, Renaissance and Mujadar styles. It belonged to the House of Alba and was the birthplace of the poet Antonio Machado. Walking through its courtyards, gardens and antique-filled rooms felt like stepping back into the world of Spanish nobility. Then we started walking towards another highlight of Seville, Seville Cathedral. This is the largest Gothic cathedral in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Tickets were sold out, so I had no choice but to book a guided tour on the spot. But I'm glad I did. Guided tours give you access to the exclusive areas and it's worth it for the photos and the stories you will hear. After exploring Seville Cathedral, climbing La Giralda, the cathedral's bell tower, was an experience on its own. The walk up is long, but when you reach the top, wow, huge historic bells surround you. They were once rung manually by pulling ropes connected to the clappers. Today, most are automated using electric motors and mechanical arms, but they still preserve that deep, powerful sound that has echoed across Seville for centuries. In the evening, I headed to Seville the Setas, the world's largest wooden structure. I must say it's the largest wooden mushroom. A must visit if you love sunsets. Tickets are easily available on spot with timed entry every 15 minutes, but we warned it gets crowded first. I thought I came early, but there were already plenty of people. Watching the sunsets from here was breathtaking. And at 8:30 p.m. the structure lit up with mesmerizing musical light show. It was cold and windy by nightfall, so I didn't stay too long, but this one experience I did definitely recommend. The day ended with a flamenco dance show. The tickets were tough to get as always in Seville, but I managed to get a 9:30 p.m. slot. No videos and photos were allowed, but trust me, you don't need them. The intensity, the rhythm and the sheer energy of the performance were unforgettable. However, here is a little hack. If you don't want to spend around 25 euros per person, you can still enjoy flamenco for free at various tourist spots. Places like Plaza de España and several park corners offer talented street performance showcasing the same passionate flamenco dance. Many of these artists are very same dancers who also perform in paid shows. Finally, dinner. I tried paella and famous Spanish dish. To be honest, the seafood version with clams and squid wasn't to my taste, but that's the beauty of the travel, discovering what you like and don't like. And that's wrapped up my time in Seville. Tomorrow I will be heading to Malaga by train. If you enjoyed this vlog, found it helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.